It's nice that the fog is slowly lifting. We get some of the blue skies, hopefully good views. What we're waiting for right now is closeout of propellant loading on the first stage. That should be wrapping up here shortly. In fact, it looks like fuel fill and drain valves are coming closed. That means first stage is fully loaded, second stage fully loaded, and that 10 million pounds of propellant on board the Starship launch vehicle.
I want to take a quick moment.
And we are now 2 minutes away from the test flight of the Starship Super Heavy booster. We're about to see the gimbaling of the Raptor engines.
Booster prop load closed out.
Now approaching a minute from liftoff. And also the crucial moment at T-minus 40 seconds where the count might be held if there's any issues. Looks like the countdown has passed the T-minus 40-second point, now 20 seconds away from launch of the Starship vehicle. We may see some discrepancies in the video here as delays are frequent in these streams. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the clock is recycled. Our clock, I'm going to bring that clock down. The SpaceX clock has recycled. SpaceX is not providing us with a real-time feed of audio, so we're seeing events before we hear what SpaceX is reporting. If we get an update from John Innsbrucker, we'll bring that up. But for now, the Starship launch is not happening on time. It's unclear if they're going to recycle the countdown. Not unusual for there to be a last-minute problem when a vehicle of this complexity is being readied for launch for the first time. The propellant load complete. Our close-up camera provided by Lab Padre is showing a pretty nice view of the vehicle, just the venting and the vapors around the vehicle obscuring the view a little there.
Webcast desk, we're holding a T-minus 40 seconds. What we've heard so far is we have a couple of issues we're working. One is the booster tank pressurization. Final pressurization was just a little bit long. That's not unusual. We've held at T-minus 40 seconds before to pressurize. That appears to have been resolved. At the same time on the second stage, they're working some final purging. We should know very shortly if that is cleared and if we'll continue the countdown.
Everyone, especially that person, is excited to keep going.
Now being rejoined by Stephen Clark. So it's down to the final seconds, but no launch today so far.
Yeah, the anticipation. Well, let's listen to John Inspector now.
Clearing all the flags, and we're going to release at T-minus 40 seconds.
That is amazing news.
Oh, here we go again. I'm going to hand back to you, Stephen.
Team working quickly through their issues on first and second stages.
Well, it sounds like we may see a launch not too long now. The countdown's being recycled to T-minus 40 seconds.
Flight directors, go for flight.
Now we have a call from the flight director. Let's go for launch. The countdown is underway.
T-minus 15 seconds.
About 10 seconds from ignition.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ignition.
We have ignition.
2, 1. We have liftoff. All flight operators proceed to procedure 3.170, post-launch flight operations.
And liftoff, liftoff. Is not clear.
Booster after chamber pressure is nominal.
Break. We
Power
have,
and telemetry nominal.
EPS on.
Engines nominal. What a sight from the ground cameras at Starbase.
Nominal EPS
We're
on.
flying at
Acquisition
twice the
signal,
cost of the
purpose
Saturn flag heading to space.
Acquisition signal, purpose proceed.
We're throttled down and throttled back up. Going through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. As the velocity increases, the density of the atmosphere is decreasing,
Max Q.
lessening stress on the vehicle. The call out, max Q now. Continuing to watch the first stage as we head down range. 100 seconds into flight. Our next major activity is going to be shutdown of the first stage. Houston Tracking Station now acquiring the vehicle. With shutdown, we will get separation of Starship from Super Heavy and ignition of the Starship engines. When Starship separates, we light up 6 engines in a staggered sequence. And if all goes well, those 6 engines will burn for almost 6.5 minutes. Onboard view from Starship. And there's views of the Raptor engine.